ready for fall season? I know I am. So today I thought it'd be super fun just to show you all of my eyeshadow palettes that I have that at least give me the fall vibes. Some of these are definitely meant to be like fall / Halloween palettes, but I do have a couple in here that I do think are more not actually meant to be, but really give me the fall vibes. So let's roll on in. First, go ahead and give me a like, comment, and subscribe if you would like to join me for more fun videos like this, or just all sorts of whatever different kind of content. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So really quick, before I jump into like my favorites or all the ones that I kind of use more, I do have a couple just to mention that I do believe are meant to be more like Halloween themed or Halloween launch kind of thing that I just haven't found myself gravitating too much, but I really want to, especially this season, play around with a lot more. So first up is the Sugar Pill Capsule collection. This is the black one, I believe it's called. I think it was the third from that collection. I know that this is the only black one. This one was specifically, I believe, I'm assuming like a Halloween launch. I think it was supposed to be Halloween kind of themed. It really does have some really pretty colors. I am really drawn to these like pinky purpley shades. This blue is also really nice. This shimmer is really nice. I find these palettes tricky, if I'm honest, to play with, because, which you probably, if you're not new to my channel or Instagram or whatever, I do tend to go very monochromatic with my makeup. I do tend to really follow a theme, so something like this just really tends to puzzle me, but I really want to challenge myself out of my creativity and play with this some more. So definitely really like that one. The quality is great, but I do want to challenge myself more. Another one that was just, again, a mention. This is from Black Moon Cosmetics. I absolutely love the packaging. This is the Urban Myth palette. So this is what the outer packaging looks like as well. I do believe this one came out a couple years ago, I think now. I don't believe it came out last year. Same with the Sugar Pill one. This one I did pick up last year for Black Friday. The mirror is super cute. Again, I don't know if this one is necessarily meant to be like fall time, Halloween, whatever, but I do think that the packaging and stuff just gives at least that vibe to me, and the colors are actually really cool. I do want to play around some more with this palette. I've only used it maybe once or twice, but not super invested in it, so I definitely will be excited to play around more with that. Moving on from that, let's actually delve into the palettes that I really love. So let's do those first. So probably right now, I would say my top fall palette that I just find myself reaching for like all the time, which if you do not know, is the Rebellious Nude from Colored Rain. Sorry if mine's a little dirty. Mine is like beat up. This is what the color story itself looks like. I really just appreciate all these kind of orangey tones. This is like for me, because I tend to be a little bit more different with my makeup. I don't know. I love this shade here as a blush. I think it's I don't know, it's such a pretty, just easy, everyday neutral palette, but I think it's perfect for fall. Moving in next, this is actually a new favorite, so I do have a video on this. This is the Gourmand Girls Nightshade Palette in collaboration with Doodles by the Bunny. This is such a fun palette. I love the color scheme. I honestly don't really know if this is like meant to be a Halloween palette. I mean, hello, it does for me. I mean, it's an all-around time palette, but this definitely, when this launched, it really jumped me into wanting to play with like makeup that feels more like fall time, which I absolutely love. This is actually like an old favorite. This has been around for I don't even know how many years. This is from September Rose, the Brew Palette. So I do as well have, I believe, a video on this from a couple years ago. At one point, when I was trying to be more like consistent with Instagram, this is what this sucker looks like. A couple years ago, I do believe I did like an entire week of looks. I think I might be wrong now. I don't know if I like posted them, but I did, playing with this palette, and this palette is so nice. I mean, I think that only a couple of the shades are not like my favorite, like this darker black hair. It's not bad. Like, you can work with it, but you just kind of have to play around with it. I think they're all pretty good, so maybe I'm just like tripping. This is, in my opinion, this is like one of their standout palettes from September Rose. I just really like it, and I think it's a really, really good one. Moving on, these are going to be actually like themed Halloween type palettes. I do absolutely love them still, of course, but just keep that in mind. This first one, and I apologize if you have a broken shade, which is really sad, but this is from Batty Bean and Shroud. It's freaking Bat's palette. This came out a couple of years ago. I do know it's still like available on their website. So this is what this sucker looks like. I really just appreciate busting this one out. This is another one that kind of challenges me on what kind of looks to do. The shimmers are like so good. I think it's just really fun and really appreciate it. One thing I don't think that they mentioned with the original video, which I think is actually really cool, that I love the brands too, is this is actually magnetic. It's just random. So if you do have it and feel like making your own kind of little palette with shades like this, it is magnetic. So I appreciate any brand that includes the magneticness in their palettes. Let's go ahead and get these out of the way. So I did purchase both of these. These are from Glamlite, the Scooby-Doo palette. So let's show both. The packaging on these is so, like the outer packaging, absolutely love it. But this is what the purplest one kind of looks like. I know one of these shades is like popping out because I've been trying to make these magnetic, so whatever, but this is what this one looks like. And the more greeny-ish one to me. The shimmers in this are exquisite. I heard several people, I think like Teresa's Dead, I might have also heard like Angelica Nika's like saying that this wasn't their favorite. I might be getting it wrong. I'm pretty sure that Teresa's Dead said this was crap. And like, maybe it's just me. I don't know. I love these. I think the quality is actually really nice. I love this like style of palette. I wish that Glamlite would do this more. I don't know. It's just compact. It's compared to, you know, their massive Scooby-Doo palette. I don't like it. The quality is fine, but like I don't find myself reaching for it because I just don't want to. I don't know. Whereas this, it's so good. It's a really great product, and it's also super fun. So, sorry, I'm just, like, jabbering so long about these little eyeshadow palettes. And then, lastly, rounding it up, so, unfortunately, I do not have the third. I really hope that they relaunch it. If you do not know, you may not know, because I don't know if I've ever really talked about it, but Hocus Pocus is my favorite movie in life. So, when Colourpop, of course, came out with their Hocus Pocus palettes, I did have to pick them up. So, I do have the first and the second. There is, like I said, mentioned, the third that came out last year for Hocus Pocus 2. When I looked on their site, like, a couple months ago, it was not there. I don't know if it's discontinued, and I'm really sad if it is, because of all, there's the three from that line. That one actually looks the most up my alley because it's colorful, whatever, so I really hope that they relaunch it. If not, I'll probably, like, look on Macari or whatever to pick it up. But this is the Gather Around Sisters palette. It is super neutral, like all Colourpop palettes. This is also magnetic, so I really do appreciate that. You know, I'll be honest, I want to get more use out of this. I have barely used this, and I actually really like the tones in here. I think even though it's more like pseudo-neutral, because it does have these like deeper shades and stuff, but I still really like it. I don't know, there's something about it so pretty, and then of course it has those Sanderson sisters, which I absolutely love. But yeah, so this is definitely a fave. And of course, rounding it off with the Witching Hour palette. So that is what this guy looks like as well. So same thing, magnetic. You know, this one's a bit more colorful, and definitely it really has some of these nice, really grungy shades that I like. I want to play with this sucker more as well. I feel like I kind of like the first one better, but, you know, whatever. We're just here to have fun and talk about some Halloween makeup. So that is actually going to be it for today's video. I really do apologize if this seems super random. I've never really done a video like this yet, so yeah, sorry if it's kind of all over the place and I'm like reviewing / talking about them, but all these palettes, you know, at least in my opinion, are really good quality, and I do think that they, you know, are definitely a look into. I would definitely recommend the ones that I said that are my absolute favorites. So back in with, sorry if you heard that, that's my speaker. But back in with the Rebellious Nudes Colored Rain. I'm sorry, this is such a slept on palette. I feel like I hear nobody talking about this. I don't know. Like, I get that it's like, it came out last year, right? But like, freaking, it's so good. It's so good. Of all my Colored Rain palettes that I have, the best. My top favorite. Like, it's such the high tier for me that, like, if I lost all of my makeup, and it's funny because it's neutral, but I would repick this up because I love this. Now, again, similar vein. This is, you know, pretty similar color scheme, but I just, oh, man, the packaging, hello, love that so much. But this is another one that I feel like I would pick up as well. It is top tier with my favorites for fall, and then of course this is a new favorite, but so definite those last two. This one though, you know, if you haven't seen my video, the quality of this, every shade is good. Every shade is good. I don't know if I'm the only one, because again, I love this palette, but not every shade in this is good. You know, which really sucks. The Rebellious Nudes, every shade is good. But like this has a ton of shimmers, and every shimmer is good. None of them, you know, if you like that shiny, none of them are like bad. So, sorry, I'm rambling. Again, of course, this is actually the end of today's video. Definitely let me know down below what you do think. I really do hope that you did enjoy this kind of content. Be nice if you do not, I guess. But of course, give me a like. I would really appreciate a subscribe if you do want to see more content like this from myself, or more, you know, whatever. I definitely fall into that realm of really liking spooky fall, you know, kind of stuff. Also, check out my Instagram. I'm really gonna try to do, and also with YouTube, but I'm really gonna try to start filming little, you know, tutorial kind of situations or reels. I just think it'd be super fun, and just playing around with different palettes. But anyways, so check that out. Will be down in the description below, or it's Rainbow of Makeup 01, unfortunately, but Rainbow of Makeup 01 on Instagram. Okay, I will see you all on my next one. Okay, bye.